My boss said she has a master's degree. You'll understand. Handing me boxes to clear my corner office. I packed without a word. By 3 p.m., I was gone. At 3:47 p.m., the CEO's assistant was running through the parking lot, screaming, "I'm Maya Patel. I don't have a fancy degree, just 14 years of keeping Winston Manufacturing from getting shut down." I started as a receptionist and worked my way up to compliance manager. Not glamorous, but crucial. One wrong move and federal inspectors can close your doors permanently. Monday started weird. People avoided eye contact. My assistant Derek was suddenly reassigned. At the budget meeting, CEO Brandon kept mentioning leadership changes while dodging my questions. That evening, I got a text from operations director Nina. "Sorry about tomorrow. Not my decision." Tuesday morning, HR walks in with moving boxes. She has a master's degree. "You'll understand," Cassandra from HR said, gesturing to a woman in a stiff blazer. "This is Lauren, MBA from Northwestern. Fresh perspectives for compliance." Lauren was already eyeing my corner office. "The nameplate should be easy to remove," she said, touching my door. "I can make a new one tonight." 14 years. I knew every inspector by name, attended their family events, memorized their preferences. Inspector Thompson hates being called ma'am and drinks tea with honey, never sugar. Inspector Hayes' daughter just started college. These relationships kept us compliant while competitors racked up millions in fines. The audit team arrives at 4 p.m., I said quietly, packing my journal. "We've got it handled," Cassandra said, rearranging my desk supplies. "Inspector Thompson is leading today. Her hip bothers her in humidity. She expects whoever runs compliance to know the new protocols her department released 3 weeks ago." Lauren laughed. "I memorized the regulatory handbook during training. I think I can manage." I nodded, placed my key card on top of the box, and left. Nobody said a word. Not Sophie from accounting, not Austin from legal, nobody. By 3 p.m., I sat in my car watching rain pour down. Government vehicles pulled into the lot. My phone exploded with panicked texts from former coworkers. At 3:47, Brandon's assistant Rachel burst through the doors, frantically scanning the parking lot. She spotted my car and sprinted across the wet pavement, heels splashing through puddles. I cracked my window. "Please, Maya," she gasped. "Thompson is threatening automatic failure. She refuses to speak with anyone but you." Lauren showed her diploma and Thompson walked out. "Please, Brandon authorized anything." I checked my watch. "How's that MBA working out?" Here's what nobody knew. For months, senior inspectors had been telling me about a massive investigation into our 3 biggest competitors. Illegal safety violations, bribing officials, endangering public health, the kind of scandal that destroys companies. Inspectors trusted me enough to keep me informed. They wanted Winston Manufacturing to testify as a witness, which would give us immunity and exclusive government contracts when our competitors got shut down. But there was a catch. Without someone the inspectors trusted vouching for us, we'd be investigated too. Guilty by association. I'd been planning to present this opportunity to the board next month. Then they handed me boxes. "Tell Brandon I want chief compliance officer, triple my salary, corner office back, and Lauren works as my assistant for 6 months to learn how this actually works," I told Rachel. "And I want board chair Diane, who pushed to replace me, to apologize in front of the executives." "Done," Rachel said immediately. 20 minutes later, I walked back in. Inspector Thompson smiled when she saw me. "Cutting it close, Maya." "Traffic," I replied. "How's Olivia adjusting to college?" We passed the inspection easily, but I wasn't done. The next week, I presented the board with everything: the investigation, our competitors' violations, the choice between being a witness or getting investigated ourselves. I handed them my restructuring plan, expanding my authority, creating an ethics committee that reports to me, not them. Diane tried calling it blackmail. I called it protecting the company with the relationships they deemed worthless. They approved everything unanimously. When the investigation went public 2 weeks later, our competitor's stock crashed. Ours jumped 30% in one day. Lauren became my deputy after proving herself. Diane quietly resigned 3 months later. And me? I'm now executive VP of Compliance and Ethics, serving on a federal advisory board reshaping industry regulations. Not bad for someone without a master's degree. But that's just where the story begins. If you want to know how I turned my firing into the biggest power move of my career, click here for the full story.